Hi, guys. Hope you guys can hear me on Zoom. Thank you guys for joining us in person and on Zoom. We're going to start off with a few statements from Andre and Nico, and then we'll open it up in the room and then on Zoom. So, Andre or Nico, whoever wants to go first, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here on Zoom. I wanted to start off saying thank you to everybody in this club. For me, I'm so happy to work with the people I work with here, coaching staff, supporting staff, medical staff, front office, players. It really makes my job easier, and we were just talking before about the fun we had this year. Obviously, we're disappointed. We're disappointed with the result last Sunday, but there's so many things that we are proud of that we achieved this season, and just to highlight a few. Having having a home playoff game again, finishing third in the standings, the best position since 2016, having the best defense in the West, the second overall, having for the second consecutive year the best U22 player in MLS, the young player of the year, having Paul and Jesus in the All-Star game. So all those things and made our season very special. Obviously, we wanted to go further, but I'm sure we are on the right track. We are in the right direction here, building very good things, and we're looking forward to 2023. That we know the expectation will be higher. We're ready. We'll be ready, and our players and our coaching staff we know where we want to take this club to, and we believe great things will come to FC Dallas.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you, all of you that have been following all the season and the hard work you guys have done following FC Dallas. I think we've done something that has made you also enjoy. Fun to watch, and keep you with attention throughout the year. Thank you for understanding some tough moments during the season or some situations that are difficult to handle. We think we've handled it with a lot of respect to you, trying to give you the right answers and the explanations, and I can wait you guys rest a little bit from us and get new energy for next season. I would like to extend a thank you to, as André said, to the whole club, all the front office, the owners, Dan and Clark and André, for their support to me and the team, and extending this to the players, the staff. Really proud of what they've done, and also to the families and to the fans. The families, because we're in a job that it demands a lot of sacrifice, a lot of trips and travels, and being away from the family, a lot of hours. And I think the support that we have from all the families in this club has been amazing. And for the fans, that they're been awesome, to come here to play Toyota Stadium. It was something special this year. We felt that. We felt that emotion, and we can't wait to be here again next season. I would like to do a reflection on what this season has been before we start. Taking a little bit of time, not enough to do a bigger reflection, but disappointed with the result that we got on Sunday. We got short. We as a coaching staff take responsibility on that, help us to be hungry to learn about it and to prepare our team better for next season. For the other side, really proud what we've achieved as a team, what the players have done this year. We have created a clear identity that everyone in MLS, everyone in this country could identify. We have developed players to achieve numbers they haven't achieved yet and to perform in a way that they didn't perform before. Like Jesus with 18 goals, Paul Arriola, the first time he scored 10 goals, with players that, young players that have had a good season, like Paxton Comical, Ima Tomasi, new players that came last year in Stroll a little bit, like Jose Martinez, a young left back like Marco Farfan, new goalkeeper like Martin Paes. Overall, a lot of players that the staff has worked really hard, has helped them to develop. And finally, we have created a team that competes, that they don't put limits to themselves, and can achieve goals and objectives that are difficult in this league. But overall, really, really proud of everything that we've done throughout the year. And we'll keep learning to be better next year.
Just one more thing I wanted just to add what Nico said. This year with our fans, what they did, and since I've been here in this club, I've never felt the energy we had in our stadium and the support we had, and really heard from other GMs, other coaches, how really they felt the Toyota Stadium in our games were a different environment. And so a huge thanks to our fans for supporting us and being with us in every moment.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to go ahead and open it up to the room. Eric.
No, I'm not sure.
I hope I can remember everything I said, but no, primero me gustaría agradecer a todas las personas que trabajan aquí en FC Dallas, desde el cuerpo técnico, todos de apoyo, cuerpo médico, las personas en el front office y los jugadores que trabajaron muy duro con una entrega muy grande por este club para que pudiéramos lograr una exitosa temporada. Desafortunadamente no terminamos como queríamos. El resultado del último domingo aún duele, pero así es el fútbol y a trabajar más duro para el próximo año. Para mí lo que conseguimos lograr este año ya con tantas... de dónde empezamos y dónde terminamos con la tercera posición, que es la mejor calificación desde 2016, tener un partido de los playoffs en casa, que en nuestro estadio, que hace una gran diferencia como hizo para avanzar, y también tener la mejor defensa del oeste, la segunda mejor de la liga, 2 años consecutivos con un jugador como el mejor sub-22 de la liga, el mejor jugador nuevo, Young Player of the Year del año, y Jesús Paul en el All-Star Game, presencia en la selección nacional. Entonces, muchos puntos positivos que tenemos y seguro que estamos en el camino cierto para lograr cosas muy importantes por este club. Y ya avanzaremos, continuaremos desde este punto para ser cada vez más fuertes y mejores. Y también lo que comenté por último de los fans, de nuestros hinchas aquí, del apoyo que nos dieron por toda la temporada. Y sentí que este estadio este año fue distinto de todos los años que yo estuve aquí, del apoyo que tuvimos, de la energía que se sintió. Mismo escuché eso de oponentes que vinieron aquí. Entonces, agradecer mucho a nuestros fans por todo el apoyo en este año.
¿Cómo categorizarías esta temporada y cómo te vas? ¿Satisfecho? ¿Deuda? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo categorizas lo hecho por el equipo este año?
Bueno, yo creo que por un lado seguimos disgustados con el resultado del último partido. Una vez entras en playoff, quieres llegar a lo máximo. Haciendo una reflexión de lo que es la temporada, hemos logrado crear una identidad muy clara, muy reconocible en todo el país. Todo el mundo sabe a lo que juega FC Dallas. Hemos ayudado a jugadores a desarrollarse y alcanzar metas que no habían alcanzado anteriormente, como Paul con 10 goles, como Jesús con 18 goles, jugadores jóvenes como Paxton y como Edwin jugando a un nivel muy bueno, tanto Ima, José, jugadores que habían tenido dificultades el año anterior realizando un gran trabajo, jugadores nuevos como Martin, como Alan, que han dado un nivel muy bueno y siempre es difícil el primer año. Y luego, pues, conseguir entrar en los playoffs, ¿no? Como hemos conseguido, que era el objetivo. Me voy muy contento, sobre todo con la consistencia que el equipo ha demostrado, que nos ha ayudado a mantener esa tercera posición hasta el final. Un equipo que desde el tercer partido de la Liga ha estado en playoff y no ha salido. Dice mucho, ¿no? Por mucho que hablemos de un grupo joven, un grupo nuevo, un nuevo proyecto, el estar ahí consecutivamente tantos partidos dice mucho del compromiso de todos los jugadores. Por lo tanto, yo creo que en líneas generales estamos contentos y orgullosos de lo que hemos conseguido, pero sí que es verdad que esa herida que nos hizo el domingo es algo que yo quiero que mantengamos ahí para el año que viene.
¿Qué le faltó al equipo en esta temporada? Muchos han hablado de la juventud, muchos han hablado que faltan jugadores con más experiencia, pero en específico tú adentro del equipo, ¿qué le faltó al equipo para poder llegar más allá?
Bueno, yo creo que para ello hay que hacer un análisis más detallado, que todavía no hemos entrado. Hemos tenido que hacer muchas cosas y tenemos muchas cosas que hacer durante esta semana. Empezaremos a hacer el análisis detallado de todo en la semana que viene. Pero bueno, yo creo que sobre todo en este partido yo creo que nos faltó la convicción y el creer que éramos capaces de ganar a Austin en Austin. Creo que no la tuvimos en la primera parte y que sí que la tuvimos en la segunda parte. Pero sí que es verdad que cuando juegas playoff no puedes jugar solo una parte, tienes que jugar las dos. Creo que ahí nos faltó seguramente esa mentalidad, ¿no? de equipo, de salir y de ir a por ello, sabiendo que vas a tener dificultades, pero creo que no estuvimos al nivel que hemos estado este año y debemos de trabajar eso para la siguiente, ¿no? Yo creo que eso va a quedar en la memoria y en el corazón de los jugadores y que nos va a ayudar a construir ese hambre para poder vivir más momentos de ese tipo, ¿no?
André, my last question. ¿Ya se habla, ya se ha pensado de alguna salida de algunos de los jugadores que se terminan el contrato? ¿Se ha pensado ya en la llegada de algunos otros jugadores? ¿Qué nos puedes adelantar?
Claro que, bueno, yo vengo trabajando con los scouts aquí tenemos que estar listos para la próxima temporada y por este off-season que empezó. Y ahora más con Nico, estar más enfocado en las posiciones, en los perfiles que vamos a buscar el próximo año. Tenemos decisiones para hacer en el roster, jugadores con opción que tenemos que definir hasta el 14 de noviembre que vamos a informar la liga. Y entonces son todas cosas que estamos discutiendo, ya estamos hablando y vamos a trabajar. Queremos, claro, tener un equipo más fuerte que fue este año. Ya arrancamos de una posición mejor que empezamos 2022. Entonces 2023 entendemos que tenemos un equipo ya que empieza más fuerte que fue 2022 y ahora en algunas posiciones, claro que tenemos que buscar jugadores que vengan a agregar y a sumar en lo que ya tenemos para poder que Nico tenga opciones y hacer el trabajo más difícil para él de encontrar de jugadores para que queremos ir aún más lejos el próximo año.
John, please go ahead.
Entonces, estás mencionando que todavía tiene que hacer mucho reflexión, mucho análisis, pero cuando llegaste, viste que había varias cosas que tenían que cambiar, el vestuario, la forma en que se une el equipo, cosas así, cosas invierno y la temporada que viene, ¿cuáles son las prioridades para usted en ese ámbito? Hemos hablado un poco de cómo quieren hacer la temporada, varias cosas, ¿cuáles son para ti las prioridades para mejorar el club fuera de la cancha?
Bueno, yo creo que es un trabajo en conjunto, ¿no? con André, con los departamentos. Entonces, hoy hemos tenido una reunión con todo el staff. Ellos ahora van a analizar en detalle las necesidades, qué cosas hicimos bien, qué cosas ellos ven en cada área que se puede mejorar. Y a partir de ahí, André y yo tendremos esas reuniones con los departamentos, sacaremos conclusiones, veremos cómo y en qué podemos mejorar, que es lo más inmediato, que es la mayor necesidad. Pero desde que llegamos aquí tenemos la mentalidad de ser un club que cada año mejora. Entonces, ya sea en mejoras en nutrición, ya sea en mejoras a nivel de psicólogo deportivo, ya sea en mejoras en infraestructuras dentro del vestuario, del gimnasio, de lo que sea. Todo lo que nos pueda ayudar, los campos de entrenamiento, personal que cuida los campos. Yo creo que en ese sentido ahora es cuando nosotros con tranquilidad debemos de analizar todas las mejoras que serían buenas y organizarlas, porque todo no se puede hacer en un año. Entonces priorizar lo más importante, incluso a nivel tecnológico, a nivel de departamento de análisis, hay muchas cosas que en cada departamento se pueden mejorar y por lo tanto es algo que estamos concienciados, sabemos que tenemos que hacerlo porque si queremos ser un club que va hacia adelante tiene que ir cambiando algunas de estas cosas, pero yo creo que estamos mejor que cuando empezamos y ahora es simplemente ir añadiendo pequeñas cosas que nos hagan ser mejores y nos ayuden a competir al máximo nivel y no estar por detrás de otros clubes en ese sentido. Pero específicamente todavía es muy pronto para poder decirte, igual más adelante te puedo dar más detalles.
Tell me a little bit about this winter. How does the World Cup change what you might do, or does it? Also an expansion draft, which I guess is sort of similar to past seasons. What are the challenges, unique or not, that this winter will pose?
There are quite a few that we have challenges coming up soon. So expansion draft is one of them. I think we're ahead of many teams in the MLS because of the number of homegrown players we have. So they are automatically protected. So it's not something that concerns too much. We have also the draft being earlier this year, which is something that we will have to be ready, be prepared, and the World Cup will be a big factor. Not that deals being pushed earlier, and I think there will be a lot of things being pushed before the World Cup, and I think there will be maybe a cool down period during the World Cup because everybody will be focused on that, and then we're back in December. But we'll be working throughout this whole time. The players are in vacation, but this is where we have a lot of work to do and to get all those things that Nico was mentioning in your question before, not only about signing players, about recruitment, but also getting things ready in all different departments. So whenever the players are back, we're improving in different areas, and also, but our main focus right now with our scouts, with Nico, is to find players that we believe will make our team stronger next year.
Okay, we're gonna go jump over on Zoom. Or one more question in the room, and then we'll jump to Tom Bogert on Zoom.
For Nico, you've worked in this league before, but this is your first year as a head coach. Are there any big lessons that you learned this year to take into next year, or anything that you want to do differently from this experience?
Good question. I think when you are a assistant coach, you have a different role. And obviously, when you're a head coach, there is a lot. After being 7 years with Greg as assistant coach, you know, if you asked me this question in 7 years ago, I didn't know how to do a lot of things. After spending 7 years with Greg, the good thing is I know much more, but it's a lot. And I do much more things that I did before because what I've learned, things that are really important that before I didn't know, and this consumes your brain and every single day. I've learned in how to, you know, you can have bad moments during the season, right? You can have bad results, you know. But I think is good always to show the players what's the process look like, what things we did well, what things we have to improve. The results are important in this business, but is the process what is gonna get you where you want. And I think throughout this season, I had to learn like to be calm, to be positive with the players, to handle these difficult moments with a smile, with having fun, with working harder, working more in detail. And I think all these things is something that I take for me. Obviously, from the last game, I take a lot of things that I've learned and much more that I'm going to learn because that game, I'm going to watch it like 1,000 times to find all the things that are really, really important. But overall, I've learned a lot, not myself, not with the staff, with the players, with the league, with the opponents. I think overall it's a really, really good season for me as a personally on my growth as a coach. And I hope this off season I'm gonna use all these and also, you know, keep moving to learn from other coaches abroad to bring new ideas, to bring new things that help us to achieve the goals that we want.
Tom, go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks for taking the time, guys. Andre, two quick questions for you. First of all, there's been kind of conflicting reports over the status of Franco Jara. I was wondering if you're able to confirm whether his contract is up now or if it's through the summer.
Franco Jara contract ends in June 30th, 2023.
Has there been any talks about, you know, extending that or what happens? Is he definitely a DP in that situation?
We'll continue, like as I said, we'll start. We'll have individual meetings with the players this week, and then we'll start and make all the decisions. Obviously, now after being eliminated in the playoffs, we'll be more focused on the roster decisions we have to make. Franco ending the contract in June. Obviously, it's something. It's in mid-season. We will have to discuss that and address. But at this point, we don't have any decision made specifically about any of the players.
I'm sure you'll give me a similar answer then to the next one, but I was going to ask about Matt Hedges. He has a contract option this year and for 2023 and 2024. I don't know if there's, you know, any discussions there, if there was a chance that he wouldn't continue with the club.
Matt has more than 300 games with the club. He deserves all the maximum respect over everything he represents to us, to our fans, and this will be another conversation we'll have with him, with his agent, and we'll see. Unfortunately, I don't have any answer for you at this point, but as soon as we have, we'll obviously communicate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna jump over to Nathan Hill and then Charlie Beam.
Thanks. Congratulations on strong improvement this season to both of you and the hard work you're doing. At this point, I know you're going to be having a lot more conversations, so this question could be both to
So we, as I said, we'll have conversations with the players now, and we'll make our decisions in the roster very soon. But we feel, as I said before, we and moving from what the season we had in 2021 coming to 2022, we had to be very aggressive. We wanted to bring players that would make an impact, and I think we were very successful in that, bringing Martin Paz, bringing Alan Velasco, Paul Ariola, Leggett, Farfan, and so many players that we brought, and they made a huge difference for us this season. So we, as I mentioned before, we are at a point that we're ahead of where we started 2022 right now. So I think we're starting 2023 in a better position, and we set the bar higher. So we want to continue to bring players that will make a difference, that will make our fans excited, and have a strong team. Obviously, many of the players will continue. Some will not, and this will be communicated soon. But at this point, there's not much more I can communicate about those decisions. Obviously, the first person we will communicate are the players. We own them. Regardless what the decision is, we'll sit down with them, explain and discuss. But there was no player that came to us, answering your question, that said they wanted to go. But and we'll address this very soon.
My final question, just about North Texas. North Texas is going to be looking for third head coach. I'm just curious, especially Nico, if you can speak to just sort of your vision for how the senior team in North Texas can work together going forward that maybe didn't work so well this season, where you see North Texas fitting on sort of the development path going forward in 2023 and beyond.
Well, right now I was focused on the first team, and probably is a better question for André, because he's the person that he's leading all the applications and all the interviews. But obviously, it makes easier for the first team if the second team has the same line of work and the same mentality and philosophy. But it's something that André knows, and he's doing the work right now.
Yeah, North Texas for us, it's really a special project here that's for us, and you all guys all know how many players went through this pathway, and coming from academy, second team, first team, and this year having a player like Bernard moving up, we should announce another player soon that is moving up to or one or more players that were involved with North Texas this year and is signing with FC Dallas. Also, the team every year reaching playoffs. So this year was a very successful season in this regard. We need to make some adjustments, as Nico was saying, to have a full integration, first team, second team, academy. And but we started this week the interviews. We had already a couple of interviews with head coaches. We were just analyzing CVs the last couple of weeks until we decided the candidates we want to interview, and we started this process, the interview process this week, and I believe we should have a definition on the head coach in about a month from now, 3 weeks to a month.
Charlie, go ahead.
Hi, thanks for your time today. We have some fresh reports in the last, 24 or 48 hours of significant changes to the MLS playoff format being discussed at the league level right now. And with your sort of postseason experience fresh in the memory, I wanted to ask you both whether you think the current format works, if it's appropriate to consider changes, maybe it should be a longer, bigger format. There's that idea of group stage involved.
Well, you know, I'm coming from Spain. I came here, and then I saw this format of playoff that is not used to in Spain. Then it was at the beginning. It was home and away. Then just a specific game, just one game. And what I see is that there is excitement on the fan base. You know, there is stadiums that are packed. They're cheering. There is a lot of energy. They also like the drama, the PKs, and all these things. Not talking with some fans the other day when we play against Minnesota, they were having a good time on that, and I think it's more cultural here in the U.S. because the other sports do a similar thing. And if there is a change, I'm not sure. I don't know right now if this will help to grow that energy and emotion that is having now, or it will be too much, and then it will be less excited for the fans. I don't really know because I'm coming from a country that is a little bit different. I saw the excitement with this format of playoff, and I think it worked pretty well. I think the format that had to be in place in MLS back, it was different because it wasn't fans allowed. Then we'll see this summer with the Leagues Cup, right? I think it could be a good experiment to see how it works, and then maybe they can get more information about how could work that into the MLS playoff. But you know, I like always to bring new ideas to change things. Why not? But I also don't really know what to answer in this one.
No, for me, similar to Nico, I think I understand the league wants meaningful games and just having one single match for playoffs. It's tough. Based on different competitions that you have playoff matches like Champions League or Europa League, and even and from where I come from, the FA Cup type of that we have in Brazil, the Brazil Cup. You play home and away. I think the chance for teams to have to host a playoff game, it's always good. But I find it difficult with the calendar we have right now, and then we're adding a new competition to have home and away games in the playoffs, or having a group stage, and then I don't know what kind of. I think the final, yes, a single, a one match only. Maybe a neutral site would be something interesting. But anyway, it's I like the format right now. I think it can be improved. The home and away match, I think, would be more fair for everybody. Also for the clubs, you have the chance to host a playoff match. But I also understand the league that the calendar is tight, and we have a lot of games with teams don't want to play in the FIFA matches. So and this all makes things more complicated to add more games towards the end of the season when players are tired. We're all physically we're having more injuries and all those things.
Pedro, please go ahead.
Buenas tardes, André, Nico. Tengo una pregunta para cada uno. Para André. André, ¿cuál sería la prioridad o qué está en el tope de la lista para la directiva durante este offseason? Y para Nico, también relacionado en este caso al formato de los playoffs. Personalmente, a mi gusto, yo creo que el wildcard se entendería que fuese un solo partido, pero sería quizás más justo, ¿no?, el tener partidos de ida y vuelta ya para el resto de los playoffs. Pero para ti, ¿cómo lo ves en cuanto al formato actual comparado, como decía en este caso, el formato de tener ida y vuelta y quizás una sede neutral para la final como se hace en otros deportes?
Puedes empezar.
Sí. Bueno, yo pienso que, como bien dices, ¿no? Yo viví con Columbus el anterior formato, que el wildcard era un partido, tuvimos que jugar en Atlanta y en DC, y luego las semifinales eran a doble partido, ¿no? yo creo que es más justo, ¿no? Como decía André, creo que incluso para las aficiones de ambos equipos, el saber que van a poder disfrutar de su equipo, porque llevan trabajando todo el año, ¿no? Y llevan sufriendo todo el año, y es muy injusto para la afición el no poder vivir un partido en casa de playoff, ¿no? Yo creo que deberían todos tener esa experiencia de poder vivirlo, y creo que un partido de vuelta, pues bueno, da esa posibilidad, ¿no? De revancha, de analizar qué hiciste bien, qué hiciste mal, cómo poder ganar al otro rival, y yo creo que es algo más justo en ese sentido, ¿no? Que jugártelo a un partido, que si tienes un mal día, pues se te va todo y no te da oportunidad y chance de poder tener otra opción. Y luego la final sí que creo que sería justo a un partido en un campo neutro, como se hace en Europa en ese sentido, y que las dos aficiones pues llenen el estadio, ¿no? de cada uno.
Bueno, con relación a prioridad, me imagino que sea en relación a jugadores o en general.
Sí, más que todo en jugadores, pero también puede ser en general si tienen otras prioridades.
Sí, nosotros, bueno, Nico mencionó, vamos a tener reuniones con distintos departamentos. Una de las prioridades siempre que el club sea mejor cada año, poder mejorar las condiciones de trabajo para todos aquí. Entonces es algo que para nosotros siempre es una prioridad, trabajar para las necesidades que tenemos y poder ofrecer lo mejor siempre, porque sabemos que nuestros competidores, los otros clubes que están compitiendo con nosotros, hacen lo mismo, tienen una infraestructura muy buena, y bueno, estaremos enfocados en eso también. Hay jugadores que queremos extender el contrato, hacer algunos ajustes en contrato, jugadores que tienen contrato terminando o contrato con solo una opción o algo así, que estamos estudiando ofrecer una extensión. El draft siempre es una prioridad también, trabajar para eso. Y con relación a los jugadores, no te voy a detallar de posiciones porque estamos trabajando y claro, tenemos una idea, pero aún no quiero decir eso porque claro, vamos a hablar con jugadores aún y las decisiones queremos tomar internas primero, pero la prioridad es traer jugadores que van a aportar al equipo, que van a hacer el equipo más fuerte, que veamos lo que tenemos y queremos subir el nivel. Entonces, de cada posición, la posición que vamos a traer, queremos subir el nivel de la calidad que fue este año, que creo que ya está alta, pero podemos aún más mejorar. Y esto es una gran prioridad para nosotros en esta off-season.
If there are no more questions, we can wrap this up.